Hello, this is Indy. This is my video response to RPG a Day. Today is day 5, as it is August 5th, and the 5th question is, what story do the other players tend to tell about one of your characters? I'm going back again to the Rollmaster campaign where I was a player. This campaign comes up a lot. It was a long-running campaign. We played for over 2 years, weekly. And Rollmaster became my favorite system and mostly what I have GM'd for the past decade. So that's why it comes up a lot. My character received many serious wounds in combat from crossbows. And I worked that into the character. I can be brave and calm and collected until the opponent pulls out a crossbow. There was a time when the party was in a dungeon and we turned around. We got into some dead-end room whose only main descriptive quality was a very large painting, mural-sized painting, went across the wall 10, 12, 20 feet long, and of some mountain scene. And we turned around and, surprise, our enemies had snuck up behind us. This was a large squad, though. This was 20 soldiers plus the leading general or two. And all the soldiers had 2 hand crossbows out. So my character was unnerved, to say the least. The enemy said the options were either to fight them or to escape through the portal behind us. What portal? Oh, the painting is a portal. It goes through to some other location. It was actually another dimension. We didn't know that at the time, but that's where it was going. And my character looks at these 40 crossbows and says, "Yep, I'm going through. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm going through." And I step through. One of the interesting things about old Rollmaster, sometimes referred to as RM2 if you're playing with the expansion books, is that during character creation, there were these tables, and you had a number of background points based on which race you picked, and you got to allocate these points to these different tables. The different tables had different functions. One was extra starting items, which if you rolled low enough could actually mean that you started with less money than a standard character, or social statuses, or you got to spend the points raising your stats. My favorite table, however, was the table that you put a point in, you rolled a random ability. And each entry, actually, almost all the entries had 2 abilities. One that was helpful and one which was not. My Nightblade had rolled a Bloodhound nose. She had on a D100 in a D100 system, she had a plus 50 chance to identify smells. The negative that went along with this ability was that my nose was very altitude sensitive. Once I hit 5,000 foot altitude, my nose would start to bleed, and I took a 5-point penalty per 1,000 feet over 5,000. As you might expect, my character preferred to be close to sea level. So, faced with these 40 crossbows, I go through the portal. I could see it was a mountain. A mountain was in the picture. I go through and the GM tells me, when she steps through the portal and lands on the other side, you immediately just fall to your knees and your nose just starts gushing blood. You are at a negative, and he calculates. I honestly cannot remember the penalty that he ascribed to me, but it was a large penalty. From our end, the portal was visible, and I jumped back through and drew my sword. It's like, well, I'm ready to take them on. We did not take them on. The party as a whole decided to go back through the portal, so I had to go back into the land of arterial spray coming from my nose. If you're interested in RPG A Day, please check the links below. It is hosted by BrigadeCon this year, and I will not have a day 6 as I have no interesting stories for day 6. I will be trying to prepare a video response to a question that is separate from RPG A Day that another user has posted, and hopefully I'll have that up tomorrow.